So, how super duper amazing. We won. Obama won, and it's so great. So, I'm sleeping, right? Because I yesterday I'm planning to stay up all night to figure out who wins or who doesn't win, and I'm biting my nails, and I'm like, oh, I hope Obama wins. I think he's gonna win, but let's see what happens. And I'm awake. I'm on the computer, and then all of a sudden I'm so tired that I fall flat to my back in my bed and I fall asleep. So much that I'm still wearing the clothes I was wearing yesterday, which is kind of gross. But I fell asleep. I wasn't planning on sleeping until I knew the results. So then I wake up this morning, like a few minutes ago, and I have 1,000 messages in my phone. Yes, my president is black. Obama won. Amazing. Oh, we have a smart first lady. All these different text messages from my friends and family, and everybody's super excited. And I'm like, oh my god, is this possible? Is this true? Do we have an African American president who's super duper amazing, who's married to this amazing first lady and has cute kids? And I'm like, so I go online and I find more messages from my friends saying that maybe what I said about Michelle did something about it. That maybe all these things that all of us weren't around saying did something. And even though I couldn't vote because I'm only a resident still, I did went around and said, you must vote to all my friends who were able to vote. And it's amazing. Like there's a humongously huge amount of young people who voted for the first time, and there's a big amount of people who are not so young who also voted for the first time. And then it's holding up in New York. It was clear that we were gonna win in New York, but still everybody went and voted, even though it wasn't necessary. They still did it because they considered it a benefit and an honor, and they wanted to be part of this amazing historical moment, which is super duper awesome. Yeah, it's funny. I'm just like, I mean, I've been here for a few years, but I'm just now realizing how things work here. And it's so crazy that people don't have to vote. In Peru, I'm from Peru. In Peru, if you don't vote, you get a fine. Because it's like people fought so hard to have a voice and a vote that if you don't make use of that right, you get fined. You have to pay money. And if you go to put your kid in school and you haven't voted when you were supposed to, you have to pay. Otherwise, you can't put your kid in school. And so it's kind of crazy. And here you kind of like choose, which is kind of cool too, because then you really have to wanna be part of it, and you really have to be informed to go, and say what you want to say. But I'm so proud of being in this country now. I really can say it's funny that I fell asleep on this clothes yesterday, because it's great to wake up and we're wearing something that says I'm really excited to be here. Because now I can say that I'm really excited to be here. It's true I moved to this country because I like show tunes, and I like musical theater, and that's basically what I moved here. A very shallow, funny, yay, let's make fun reason. But after I woke up this morning and I found out that this country is ready for change, that this country is ready to go the distance, and that we can do amazingly super duper wonderful things together, I really am excited to be here. And it's this amazing feeling. I can't help it. And yeah, this, I'm speechless. I'm just very excited that I'm sharing this with you guys and gals, because I think this is the beginning of something new and great. Not only for us in this country, but for everybody. Because I think that the world moves in cycles, and I think we just start a new cycle, and changes and craziness and heroicisms, if that's even a word, start happening, and more come along. So I think that we should be hopeful, and we should be happy, and we should be proud, and most of all, we should remember that we are all together in this. And no matter how things work, if we really work together, things will get better. And even if you, whoever is watching this, even if you did not vote for Obama, even if you weren't sure about it for whatever reason, I mean, it's time to work together, right? Let's support each other and let's make the best out of this. And I am very, very happy. So, congratulations. This is super duper amazing. and lots of hugs and love for everybody, and for everybody who works so hard on those polls, so hard putting their work out, so hard being on the subways, giving papers, signing people up for voting, people who went and stood in line for 3 hours so they could vote, people who worked and then ran to the voting places, people who took time off of work even if they weren't paid for the time, because some people don't get paid for time off from voting because they have jobs that do not pay for that. People who had to travel to vote, people who sent absentee ballots, people who have, like, I don't know, like in that commercial, when the woman in the wheelchair, I saw people like that yesterday, just going the distance to do the right thing, which is voting and being part of this historic moment in which we in this country have chosen the first African American president. And I don't think it's just because he's black. I think it's because we know he'll do an amazingly super duper great job. And it's funny, he's African American, he's the youngest president, and yeah, he's an underdog. But I think he's gonna prove to all of us that, underdog or not, he's the right person, and he's the one that we should have chosen, which is why we chose him.